Recording in progress. Hello, welcome in Xenia Guide Slide, and we're back for the weekly reading. It's been really hard to keep up, and the energies are super overwhelming. So I was in like deep transformation and needed a lot of rest, which is totally normal and fine. And I encourage everyone to take rest when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like you need take a break, don't push yourself. And you might be sometimes even guided to take a break, to relax. So don't ignore the signs of your body, of your guides telling you when to slow down, to avoid, over stimulating or overworking, getting exhausted or breaking down. All right, so let's tap into this coming week. Taking a few deep breaths, calling in our guides and these archangels, calling for the message for the collective for this coming week. Whenever you see this, your week ahead, and what it is that you need to know. Let's connect. So, wise one, we are transforming through these portals, through the line gates. We're coming into eclipse season right now. But in general, the collective is shifting into more trust and being more in one, in tune with yourself, with your soul, with your spirit, with God. And so we are gaining this or remembering this wisdom. We're remembering that we are observer of what's happening. So we're not involved in certain ways. So like when we make it our business and we care about things that happening, we get distracted from being ourselves and observe, and we take on the role of being the character, being that person who goes through certain things, and nothing wrong with that either. However, it's just the more you get distracted with the game, with the play, with the illusion, the longer it takes you to get where you were going, where you need to be in order in the sense of like ascension and growth and expansion. But there also coming the message that you always where you need to be, and you are getting distracted with the game, and because you are still learning some lessons that are represented with every situation. So again, take yourself very gently and don't rush yourself. Again, take rest. If you need to go through something, you have to go through it. Otherwise, there is no bypass and there is no cheat ways or wherever. You have to go through what you signed for in order to realize something that you came here to realize. And we are all magic, right? So magic guides and all of the magic is in. So when you realize your potential, your worth, your origin as a spirit, like a soul, or light of God, or drop, like you when the it's like ascension, and it's when the waves realizes it's an ocean. So when you realize that you are light, you are God's light, and then that entails, inclines, I don't know English. So that means that all the God's magic, miracles, all the superpowers, all the life's miracles, they are part of who you are when you accept that you are part of it. When you accept that you are representation of life, living in physical body and physical reality, experiencing life. And then when you accept that you are it, then you next can accept that you have magic, because life is magical. And as Yeshua was teaching us that everybody has that light and we can become that magic, that God. So it's still all relevant because it was a divine truth, and then we still follow it, even if it's a little bit, twisted for the sake of control by church or religion and all that. But the truth is truth, and it's available for everyone to access that inner magic, this inner energy, that it is. Again, it never goes away, you never lose it. It's just you don't realize or don't remember, or you're scared to realize. Sometimes we're scared of success, sometimes we're scared to be great, because maybe we were taught or humbled as kids or in younger age, or previous experiences where we were put down because we were different. But now we're stepping into this Aquarius age, right, where we are encouraged to be different, encouraged to be unique and authentic. And for that, you need to remove all the fears of being authentic, unique, and different. And then that was like the journey is right now for the collective, is to open your heart to receive love, open your mind and the third eye to see beyond the illusion, and then also trust in the universe, the instincts, the God, and also taking authority for your life. So we no longer want to drift and just see what happens, because it's just a longer route. It's not the worst, it's better to trust the flow and just be there than try to swim against the current. But the other hand, when you can just either flow with the flow, or you can swim with it, co-create with it, right? To have more, like, speed up the process, to get where we want to be. And again, the moon cycle, emotions. So emotions. So tapping into our emotions again and again and again, and it's never ending journey of allowing yourself to look into your emotions, allowing them to be there, accepting the whatever state you are in, and seeing as like it's nothing wrong to be a certain way, the way you are. And as long as you can accept and understand why you are in a certain way, what's triggering you, and so if you can do something about it by changing environment you're in, changing people you're talking to, or changing your habits that are causing those setbacks, then we are co-creating with the current, and we are speeding up process. It's like we are on a river same, but now we have a boat, and we kind of can navigate and avoid some underwater bumps. Whereas if we just flowing with the flow and do nothing, life will bring us still to where we need to be through the same flow. It's just only we might experience more bumps because we don't control our life. We allow universal, like river, take us. And it's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you came here to just drift on this river, or maybe you came here to remember how to swim. And yes, miracle. So again, very like profound message that knowing your worth, being in your authority, being in control, but not controlling the outcomes, not controlling what's coming and going. You're in control of your emotional state. You're in control of your actions. You're in control of your choices. But then there is balance between what needs to happen, what's have to happen for the sake of your elevation and growth and everyone around you, because everything is interconnected. And your journey affects journey of others and vice versa. So the miracle is realizing that you are alive and you are, capable of creating that, corridor, that river bed, where you at. So, yeah, let's see what else is coming in. So, one flew out. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, summoning power. So the message is really loud of finding balance between surrendering, trusting, and following the guidance, and having the clear goal, clear vision of what you life you want it to be. Again, there is very thin difference between like having the imagining them like what life should be because of societal norms. Somebody taught you, somebody's doing it, and they like, if it's ego driven to like be like how to put it, if it's ego driven out of fear to not fit in, or you're doing it because everybody else doing it, you live in certain style life because that's what's common in your area. Like when you just following the narrative of the outside world, you just kind of copying what others doing and you don't create your own life. That's when you get stuck, because by choosing something that other doing, you're not choosing what you were supposed to be doing. You're not choosing the path that was just for you. And then when you're missing out on the blessings that are coming with that path, coming with the aligned soul journey that you're here to embark on. Yes. Yes, awakening consciousness. So yeah, we are going through portals. Like every day is a portal. Every morning you wake up in your new reality. You are a new person that doing and choosing how they spend their day. Either choosing to be sad and disappointed, stressed or whatever, or you choosing to be happy, joyful, and just go about your day and do what's aligned for you, what you think is the best thing to do, what brings you most joy, what's what's fulfill your soul and what's calling your heart, and not what you have to do because that's you think what expected of you. Again, I'm not talking about quitting jobs, and going like living in the wild, although it's very interesting and I would love to if you don't have to pay for everything, right? So, but then this is a separation template where we are like trying to isolate because the society, the world is so difficult and ugly and violent, and especially like an empath and very sensitive people, we just want to be left alone. We just want to live in peace and harmony. And if we need to move out of society and be in the woods, that's what it takes to, enjoy your energy. That's what we have to do. But again, we need to learn to adapt and find balance, because everything is thought mind created. The grid of collective was created long ago, and we just like keep repeating it, and that's what's kind of makes it keep showing up the same, because we all believe that that's how it is. So finding the ways of creating your own life, the way how you feel, and in deep in your heart, how you connect to your soul, how you like to proceed, and not how it's expected or from society. And again, there should be a balance between you choosing to live your life your way is not disturbing or hurting people around you, like as the same society. So if you like some people who choose to be homeless, who choose to not to go and work and give money to government and do stuff like they way, it's perfect for the journey, they choose it. But the negative or like other side of it is that they are creating this separation in community, right? Creating this kind of underground world that for people who's not choosing that feel threatened by or like scared of or kind of uncomfortable with. And I'm not, telling anybody to do whatever. It's just there is always there's always duality in this universe, and um, dual. This universe is like a scale. The earth is the world 3D, when we have bad and good, light and dark, homelessness and riches. So we have both sides of the spectrum available for us to live. And the goal is to, even though we are here to experience both sides, both lines of development, we are here to remember to find the balance, to remember to bring it a center, to remember to find, this line, like this, I don't want to say silver lining, but it's like really thin neutral area where we can be as ascended souls, as aware souls, that we can live our life in neutral zone when we don't deem anything bad or good, but we enjoy the experience of different, things going on, like laughter and happiness, or crying and sadness. It becomes not like, oh, I'm sad, it's bad, or I'm so happy, like I'm better than everyone else. So it doesn't give you, so when your ego is surrendered, you don't color or don't give labels to the experiences. You just know what it is, you experience it as it lasts, and then you move on to next. And when there's nothing happening, you're in neutral area where you just observe the world, the life around you. So I think that we've just started since our Leo line gates. We started to stepping into this pathway of being prepared to make a choice. To make a choice, either we are releasing constraints and becoming this almighty, free being that enjoys both sides of the spectrum, or we stay, on one side, and then that's just like it's not gonna be continuous. So if we don't shift, we leave the life in the long run. So Mother Mary here, so we're calling to choose the life, choose the love as your guiding force, and choose compassion and love for those who not willing to do the job of, being self-aware and being taking responsibility for their own life. Some people just, give up and becoming distracted and disturbing, and they don't take responsibility how they might affect others, and then that might hurt us. These people could be not just random people, it could be your family members, could be your partners, could be your kids. And again, remembering that everybody on their journey, on their path. So some people just came here to experience that path, experience the darker path, experience the more negative, so like more other spectrum of life, and that's totally fine. So we have to find peace with how other people choose to live their life, and more focus on being loving to yourself, accepting yourself, and having this really courage and strength to continue, push forward, show an example, maybe share the lessons with others to maybe help them to have some kind of insight. Although I know that like no matter how much our parents told us not to do certain things, until we did them and we got hurt, and until we learned the lesson in that way, we would not understand where they're coming from. We do not listen, we do not believe them. And even though people say like you need to learn on mistakes of others, I think it's more like impossible. If you didn't ever have even the slightest experience of certain situation, it's just impossible for you to feel and know how that feels, and know how was the circumstance, was the outcomes, was the consequence gonna be. And for every situation, of course, a different path, but overall experience need to be experienced even in the slightest. Like you don't have to, tap into deepest rock bottom, hardship situation to learn like how to survive without money, or how to hustle, how to go find or go do things that needs to be done. It could be like small, slightest inconvenience where you have to push out of comfort zone and like go talk to somebody or go get something or do something. So the point that I'm trying to make is that you still have to go through certain challenges. Even if you learn from the like best people around you, you have to still go through it yourself, like initiation to get those scars, to get these experiences, to get that learning lesson in your DNA in order to transmute that energy. So there is no way of living life, even like all super, aware people, they still go through certain things because that's how life is. You have to go through certain things because they bring that awareness, that clarity, they bring that, awakening call to look, there's something else needs to be shifted. Look, there's something else needs to be looked at. But if we always live in only choosing positive experiences and happy and like just la la land, then of course we are not skilled to overcome difficulties. We are not capable of coming out on the other side of the darkness, which is the journey of Earth to go through that portal and come out different. It's like a butterfly, right? So you're coming into cocoon and then you're in the darkness. And then if you're scared to push through or, to keep growing, then you never become a butterfly. You can just, dry out in that cocoon. So yeah. So you are being called to be courageous, find your own way of being, doing, and accepting yourself, and taking rest. Okay, friendship. So maybe fun times on the weekends, having a party, having some kind of connection. So this is what's coming up. And again, yes, abundance, wealth, and plenty. So feel abundance and plenty of the communication, connection with people, with society, with your friends, with the collective, with everyone, just having this realization of oneness. And these hostile cards keep coming up. So there might be moments, again, like a tests of some hostility, some kind of fight, some kind of trigger, some kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication, some kind of limitation. Maybe some people will put boundaries and like not boundaries, put some kind of projection on you to limit you in your dreams and desires. And the angels here are reminding you to not give in, to not listen, to ignore the negative comments or like feedbacks or some whatever advices. So just keep your vision in your head, know where you're heading, know that not everyone will resonate with your vision, not everyone will be destined to join you in that path, not everyone is capable of achieving the levels that you are heading towards, and not everyone is your friend. Even if they pretend, not everyone is your twin flame. So if you have some kind of connection, look for the signs like red flags that are hidden, like jealousy or some projections of like not accepting you as you are, not mirroring your light. So people who are on a lower level of your emotional intelligence or like awareness, connection with the source, they are unable and incapable of reflecting back the light. So if you feel that you need to dim the light in order to communicate with somebody, that's a sign that those people can't handle or comprehend your energy. And the longer you stay in this, lowering frequency, the lower you become like them. And then there's kind of degrading in your journey because you want to have people around you who pull you up, who create even more abundant you, who call in even more courageous you, who challenge you to become better, smarter, faster, like who's challenging you to be better, and not those who pulling you down to be the same or be like them. So yes, this week is all about making choices and decision in what direction you're going, what kind of life you building, what kind of people you surround with. And even though There might be some kind of setbacks or triggers or fights or some kind of hostile energy. You are still called to have fun, let go of fears, be more playful, curious, and all fun. And then this attracts more of that energy. So don't dwell in lower frequencies, don't dwell in regret, don't dwell in fears. Step out of that and bring more joy, happiness, laughter, connect to earth, connect to the cosmos. Just give yourself a practice, breathing techniques or like meditations, working out, any physical activities will put you back into the center, put you back to your body, connect to your heart. And yeah, just listen to your inner voice, listen to your intuition, that you will get this guidance about your magic energy, about your gifts, because the collective is coming into this portal where we are all discovering our gifts, our unique abilities, our powers. And so don't scare away from your light. So give yourself permission and connect to your emotions. Don't limit yourself because of the fear. And know that angels are here with you, guiding you, and I'm here for you. And yeah, I hope you have a great week ahead, and we will be back for next weekly reading with Ksenia Guides Light, and I wish you all good.